Okay, a birthday cake from scratch. I have in there one package of butter, which is 250 grams, and 250 grams of sugar, and I'm mixing it and mixing it and mixing it, and I'm now slowly adding 5 eggs. I've got 2 in there already, and now I'm going to add number 3, although I think I already did 3. I'm going to add number 3 there, and I'm going to keep mixing and mixing and mixing, and maybe turn it up again so all gets nicely mixed in. And I'm going to stop the mixing now and scrape down the sides of it so it gets mixed up really well and the butter doesn't stick so much to it. There you can see it's nice and soft, and the sugar is almost all melted. And now we're going to mix some more. I will get back when all the eggs are mixed in. Okay, all the eggs are added, and now I've measured here 500 grams of flour and 1 packet baking powder and 5 tablespoons milk. And I'm gonna add them some flour and some milk. This is now very, very nice consistency. Flour, I mixed the flour and the baking powder real good. A little milk. I'm adding the flour while it's on low, otherwise it'll dust the whole kitchen, and this way I can prevent that from happening. There's still some more milk. That's all. I will have to see if I need to add more milk. I'm going to bake a German Marmorkuchen, which is part black and part white. And I am going to construct Hogwarts castle out of it for a birthday. But right now I'm just adding more flour so the cake will work. There, I dumped in all the flour. I'm going to mix it some more. See, it's pretty heavy now. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not. Now it's good. Now I'm going to divide it. I'm going to take maybe two-thirds of the white dough and batter, and put it in the pan, which I'm going to prepare first, and then I'm going to add some cocoa to the rest to make it dark, and then add that on top. But I will do that once I prepared the pan, and that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, to bake the one part of the Hogwarts castle, I'm going to take a round springform pan, which is basically a bottom part and a round part that you can put around and then close and use. And I'm going to put parchment paper on the bottom so it so I don't have to oil it. And since I need 2 hands for that to close it, I think. There, now the bottom is nice, and I'm going to rub the inside of the ring with the wrapping paper the butter came in, and after that I'm going to put some flour in it and cover the inside with flour, which will stick to the butter. I will do that now and then get back. See, the inside is now all greasy. I'm going to add just a little bit of flour inside. I'm going to dump the rest out afterwards, so it should not matter how much it is. And then I'm going to lift it so the flour, can really cover the inside, which is not easy to do with one hand. There you go. I need a second person to hold my camera. Or another hand. There, now it's all done. I'm going to bump it a bit. And see, now it's all white inside and the cake will not stick to the inside. At least that's what it's supposed to do, and most of the time it works. I'm going to preheat my oven to 175 degrees Celsius, and I'm going to put the rack in the middle so the cake will be nice. Now I'm going to add 2/3 of the batter into the pan, and then I'll get back to you. There's now some cake in there and a little bit more in here. I'm going to add cocoa, which is real dark Belgian cocoa. I'm going to add maybe 2 tablespoons full to make it nice and dark. There. And since I'm going to add a little dash of milk as well. Although I want to mix it first, otherwise the milk might make the cocoa lumpy, and I don't want that. It's not that easy to mix, so I'm going to add a little milk, and then it should get nice. Once it's almost mixed, I am going to mix the rest with a spoon. Pretty stiff like cake. I will dips now. More milk in there, and then I will just mix it by hand. And since I cannot do that when I hold the camera, I'm going to get back to you once it's done. Now I dump the black cake on top of the white, and I'm going to grab a fork, and then I'm going to twirl it. I'm going to go deep down and then just fold it over and around like that. So it really mixes the white and the black. Not till it's completely black or white, but pretty good mixture. And at the end of the baking, once I cut the cake, you will see that there are still black and white parts in it. There, that's the cake. I'm going to push it around a little, not too much. And I'm going to wipe the side. And then I'm going to put it in the oven. I'm going to put it in the oven for maybe 30 minutes, and then I will check to see if it's almost done. Okay, time's up. Actually, it was 40 minutes. Now we'll check what the cake is saying. There, you see, those swirls are still in there. We're going to insert a long toothpick thing. And it's still very soft inside. You see it's still sticking. So we're going to put it back for another 10 minutes. For the second cake, I'm starting the same thing, the butter, and now I'm adding the sugar. All of it at once. And I'm going to mix it till it's nice and smooth again. Then I'm going to grab 5 eggs and dump them in one by one. There are already 2 eggs in here, so we'll add 3 more and then just do the same as we did with the other cake, but fill it in a rectangular pan and bake it. And I will get back once the cake is baked as well. Okay, time's up. Let's check the cake again. There it is. It's nice. And nothing should stick to it now. Now it's clean when it comes out. Very good. So we'll take the cake and put it to the side, right here, to let it cool a bit. And then we open the spring foam and put it where it's going to be decorated. Okay, there's the cake in another pan. It's one of those aluminum pans. And I decided to add another little touch. Those look like cupcake thingies, and they are, but I folded them. Usually they should look like this, and I turned them around and sort of, it's hard to do with one hand. Folded them so the outside's in the inside and the inside is the outside. So this will become the tops of the tower of the castle. There, 2 of those. Those will be the towers when I cut them either that way or lengthwise. And of course the cake is over there waiting to be for the... Well, now here are the cakes. That's going to be the towers. That's going to be the castle itself and the 2 turrets on top of the towers, and I'm going to construct the cake tomorrow.